Hi, my name is Justin Blanchette. I'm a grade 12 student and I'm the founder of the Barrie Youth Hockey League and co-founder of Pickleball Barrie Tournaments along with my best friend and business partner, Nick. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I'm able to run 2 businesses before going into college, which will be this September. Okay, so before I begin talking about how I'm able to manage my businesses, my schooling, and my personal life, I'm going to tell you quickly a quick summary about both businesses. So first, the Barrie Youth Hockey League is a 5-on-5 youth summer hockey league that services the youth community here in Barrie. And the reason why we started this league is because there were no 5-on-5 summer ice hockey options that were close by, with the closest ones being in and around the GTA Toronto, which is roughly an hour drive. So last summer, when I identified that problem that we had here for families, I decided to open up the league, and we had 51 players, which was amazing, and we had such a great summer, and we've been able to expand it for this upcoming summer to 192 players. So I'm very excited, thrilled, and humbled to welcome everyone to the league this summer and have a great year, if not better than last year. And then talking a little bit about Pickleball Barrie Tournaments, that was founded this spring, and we are a tournament-based summer organization here in Barrie for pickleball players. So we aim to run 1 tournament per month. We had our first tournament May 18th. We'd like to have 1 in June, 1 in July, 1 in August. And it's just strictly a pickleball tournament, just different kinds of tournaments that give back to our community in some way with that aspect. Like last tournament, we gave back to the Barrie Food Bank, for example. So those are the 2 businesses. Now let me talk to you a little bit about how I'm able to run both of them and manage all of the stuff I have to do. So kind of my day-to-day is different every single day. I like to keep track of things and stay organized in my notes. So basically, I put down the date and my to-do list. My to-do list always has non-negotiables in it, and it has must-do tasks, and then some other stuff if I have time. So some of the non-negotiables every day, for example, are working out and trying to eat healthy, and then the must-do tasks fluctuate day to day. So I wake up in the morning, I like to answer some BYHL emails and some Pickleball Barrie emails, and then after that, I go to school. I only have school from 8 to 10:30 this semester because I have 2 spares after that. So I'm done school every day at 10:30, which is great. I like to try to work out before I go to school, and if I don't get an opportunity or I was up late that night and needed the extra sleep, I will work out after school. And then after school, I get to my tasks, and that's how I'm able to start working on my business stuff. Okay, so some of my tasks include, for today, for example, Wednesday, June 18th, they include confirming my insurance is active, calling some BYHL parents who still need to submit payment. Stuff like that are similar tasks. One strategy I use is time blocking. So I put tasks that are very alike together, so I don't have to switch my focus onto a completely different idea. For example, if I'm calling someone and I have other calling tasks, I'll put all the call stuff together. So that way I'm kind of organized on that sense. And same thing, if I have emails to send, I'll put the email stuff together. So with that being said, I use that strategy, and then I also like to really use my mornings to the best of my ability because it's before my parents are awake, so I don't have any personal interruptions. So it's like if I have critical work or deep focus work, I like to do it in the mornings when I have time just to myself. Okay, so other stuff I did today included working on improving the Pickleball Barrie website design and SEO. Here's what we use for our website for Pickleball Barrie Tournaments. We use WordPress. WordPress is fairly easy to use as well. We can go into the pages here and start editing each page or just doing a preview of them. And we are just working on making the pages a little bit better and definitely improving the photos and different stuff like that just to kind of make it more engaging. So I'm currently working on that. And then also working on designing my Barrie Youth Hockey League sponsor banner. All right, so Canva is what I use for all my visuals and designs. I make my Instagram posts on Canva, and I make my slideshows on Canva. I'm using it for my sponsor banner. I can just put in the dimensions of the banner. This is what I've already designed. It's so easy to use, and it has so many options. Use this white space here to put all my sponsors' logos. So for example, I can come over to uploads and drag and drop one of them, and then I can simply just reposition it. This is one of my main sponsors, so they'll be at the top in large. And I can add all the other ones underneath after that. And then finish designing my Barrie Youth Hockey League coaching presentation. Here is my Barrie Youth Hockey League coaches presentation slideshow that I've been working on. I am almost finished it fully. I can put it into full screen. I'm even working on the animations right now, but this is kind of an idea of what I've been designing so far. So now that you saw all those, that was tons of fun to do today. That's kind of what my day-to-day looked like. I had something unexpected come up that I'm excited to share with you guys. I got my jerseys. So my jerseys came today and I thought I would unbox it with you so that we could all see it at the same time. All right, so these are all the jerseys that came today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more package back here, 5. And I'm excited to open them. I haven't checked any of them out yet, so let's get into it. Here's the first one. I believe each of them should be different color. Alrighty, so the first set of jerseys are yellow jerseys. So here they are, here's the front of them, and here's the back. We got our awesome sponsors on all the jerseys as well. This one's sponsored by Wimpy's, for example. Pretty nice. Shout out Team Sales that does Pro Hockey Life's jerseys. They've done a great job. They did a great job last year, so I know these are all gonna look great this year too. There's some blue ones in here, but let's get into the next package. I'm gonna save this one for last. I'll let you guys know what that is, what I think it is. Okay, so we'll go into this one now. All right. Oh yeah, okay. We got the orange jerseys here. Pretty nice again. I'll take one out to show you guys. They're really packaged nice and tightly together. So here's one of our orange ones. And this is for a different division. We got the sponsor on the back. Looks nice. Maneva Armstrong, shout out. Thank you for sponsoring the entire division. I definitely like the way that this jersey turned out and how the sponsor logos are looking so far. So that's those two boxes. Let's see what we got in the next one. So now I got this box down here. What do we got in this one? What color do you guys think is gonna be? I'm excited to see how the green jerseys look because we didn't have the color green last year or pink. So those are two new colors that we have for our youngest division. Okay. We got some more yellow jerseys by the looks of it. Nice. Some more yellow ones. Same, the division sponsor on the back. Number 10 we got here. I like it. I like it for sure. All right, let's go to this package back here. See what we got in here. Hopefully it's a different color than yellow, orange, or blue. All right, here. We got a goalie jersey right here, number 30. Since this was the one with the U10 jerseys, the smaller ones, we must have our green ones in here. All right, so we got our blue, our orange, our white. No green ones in there. Okay, maybe in here. I found them. Alrighty, let's see. Nice. Okay, not bad. I didn't want it to be too dark with the jersey, but I like this one. Not bad. I like this color of pink. I like the lighter pink, not the darker pink. And it looks very nice. Got our sponsor on the back there as well. Number 22, looking great. All right, so those are all of our team jerseys, all 4 boxes. Now moving on to the exciting little surprise that I got here. I think that's what this is. We're about to find out. I'm just gonna rip this open and I'll show you guys what we got inside. Okay, it is what I thought. Okay, so our one sponsor, our white team sponsor in the U14, U15 division is Home Options Made Easy. And the owner who I was talking to, he said that his business partner is a huge hockey guy, and his business partner unfortunately passed away a few years ago. So he's been running the business on his own, obviously, at this point. And he said that his business partner loved to support hockey stuff like this. So he was going to support the league in memory of and in honor of his business partner who passed away. So what I did is I did some looking up on the internet. I found a little podcast that the guy was in, and I figured out what his business partner's last name was. And I made him a custom jersey with his last name and his business partner's hockey number, and you still can see their sponsorship on the bottom. So I think it turned out pretty well, and I'm excited to give this to him. I might record it on TikTok, so if you guys aren't already following, go to _Justin Blanchette on TikTok, and that video might be posted there. But it turned out well because his business partner has 2 young children, so I made some for them as well, as you can see, except he doesn't know that I also got him one. So with that being said, this is everything. The jerseys, they all look good, and I'm very excited to bring them to the sessions and let everyone check them out. Okay, so now that you saw the jerseys, that is how I'm able to run 2 businesses before going into college. Like I said, I kind of just look at all my priorities. I like to put it on my notepad, so I have a to-do list that's sectioned off with my non-negotiables, my critical tasks, and if I have time tasks, and then also using time blocking and also utilizing my morning. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and if you guys want to follow along my journey, like I said, subscribe, but also let me know if you wanted me to do a full day in the life, because I will be open to doing a full day in the life where I bring you through my entire day with times and everything like that. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.